flash flood emergency and numerous flash flood warnings were issued in portions of central Texas on Sunday morning after torrential rain led to the rapid rise of the Lampasas River. This renewed threat comes as first responders across Texas Hill Country continue to search for victims who were swept away during a deadly and historic flash flooding event over the 4th of July holiday weekend. The Forecast Center said atmospheric conditions have once again come together to produce heavy precipitation, and concerns have been growing about additional flash flooding. Some rainfall rates have reached about 3 inches an hour, with totals of 8 to 10 inches of rain possible, with locally higher amounts. A flash flood emergency was issued in San Saba County early Sunday morning, and the Lampasas River at Adamsville rose about 14 feet in 2 hours. There is a flash flood emergency for Colorado State Park, where 6 to 8 inches of rainfall has already fallen this morning, Fox 7 Austin Meteorologist Adaleigh Rowe said on X. There's more on the way, so if you do live in that area, it's in southeastern San Saba County, and you have those evacuation notices, make sure you are moving to higher ground now. That flash flood emergency, which was issued for portions of San Saba County, has since been allowed to expire. Despite that, flooding is still a major concern. According to the San Saba County Sheriff's Office, numerous roads have been closed due to flooding and high water. Residents have been warned to not travel over flooded roadways. Turn around, don't drown, the sheriff's office said. San Saba County Judge Jody Foley took to social media on Sunday morning, urging people to seek higher ground. If you are in an area that was previously affected or close to being affected last week, please make plans now to move to safety, he said in a Facebook post. A mandatory evacuation was also ordered for some areas hit by flooding last week. All homes that were damaged last Friday need to evacuate their homes in preparation of the river rising quickly throughout the day, he said in another Facebook post. Please do not be in this designated area after 1 p.m. Sunday.
Beavers playing in the water.
Properties that were close to being impacted by last week's flooding were told to prepare and have been placed under a recommended evacuation. Make plans to evacuate and pay close attention to all water levels, Foley said. We anticipate closures of all major roads in and out of San Saba by the end of the day. Turn around, don't drown, the sheriff's office said. In addition, officials say Colorado Bend State Park would be closed on Sunday due to the ongoing flooding. Officials also said Cherokee Creek was impassable as of early Sunday morning. NOAA's Weather Prediction Center, WPC, said most of Texas is at risk of seeing flash flooding on Sunday. However, portions of central Texas have been placed in a level 3 out of 4 threat.
It's worse today than it was.
I'm gonna go look.
The Forecast Center said that recent rain and thunderstorms have already saturated the ground in that region, making it easier for flooding to occur. Computer forecast models have signaled that the most intense rain would likely fall before sunrise on Sunday, before the rain and thunderstorms move off to the east and southeast. With that setup, the Forecast Center said rivers and streams, like the Guadalupe River, could rise rapidly. The Lampasas River near Kempner, Texas, crested at 32.45 feet on Sunday morning, just under major flood stage. According to the National Weather Service, NWS, the Lampasas River was at 1.75 feet at 4 a.m. local time and rose to more than 32 feet at 9:15 a.m.
Where?
Major flood stage at that location begins at 33 feet.
Where?
Rain totals have been rising all morning, with about 9.15 inches of rain falling in San Saba. About 6.31 inches of rain fell at Colorado Bend State Park, and Sonora picked up just under 5.5 inches. Colleen and Brady have all picked just under 5 inches of rain. In Kerr County, which was hit hard by the historic and deadly flash flooding disaster over the 4th of July holiday weekend, officials sent out a code red alert, warning residents in the area of the potentially dangerous conditions through Sunday morning. The sheriff's office warned that excessive rainfall could lead to additional flash flooding across the southern Edwards Plateau and hill country. In addition, rapid river rises are possible across the Rio Grande, southern Edward Plateau, and hill country. If you live near water and it starts raining, get to higher ground, officials said in the code red alert. This is absolutely a punch to the gut for people here in Kerrville, Texas. The weather correspondent Katie Burns said, "We are along the Guadalupe. We are getting heavy downpours right now." Burns said cell phones blared early Sunday morning, telling people along the river to get out and move to higher ground. They're expecting the river to reach flood stage once again, a little over a week after catastrophic flooding here claimed the lives of 129 people across the state of Texas. Many of them were young campers at Camp Mystic. Heavy rain and a new wave of flooding in south-central Texas on Sunday hampered the grim search for survivors and victims of the flooding that swept through the region more than a week ago. All search and recovery operations along the Guadalupe River in Kerr County were suspended. Rescue personnel, equipment, and vehicles should be removed from the river area immediately, county officials said in social media posts Sunday. Volunteer operations are currently suspended until further notice. All self-deployed volunteers need to heed this warning as well for their safety, the post said. Safety of lives is the highest priority. The city of Kerrville posted video on social media of water rushing across streets Sunday. The National Weather Service warned that locally heavy rainfall of 2 to 4 inches minus isolated areas could possibly be overwhelmed, with another 9 to 12 inches minus could lead to flash flooding. The flood watch was in effect until 7 p.m. local time Sunday. In Ingram, 6 miles east of Kerrville, the Ingram Fire Department warned that now is not the time for residents to be trying to take videos or photos of the rising waters. We are seeing the same weather pattern today that we experienced on July 4th minus, and we know how quickly that turned deadly, the department warned in a social media post. The Kempner Volunteer Fire Department closed several low water crossings and issued evacuation orders Sunday morning due to heavy rain that fell for hours. Kempner VFD told 6 News they evacuated 2 RV parks, and the Lampasas Police Department evacuated elderly residents living in apartments close to a creek. The department began posting road closures to its Facebook page before 6 a.m. The roads closed included County Road 3300 near the 3350 low water crossing, County Roads 2313, 3384, and 3220. Highway 190 crosses over the Lampasas River west of Kempner. Video and pictures posted by the Kempner VFD show the water was close to crossing over the bridge. Several areas along the Guadalupe River, including Kerr County, the region hit hardest by the devastating floods on July 4th, were under flash flood warnings on Sunday as a slow-moving storm system brought heavy precipitation. The National Weather Service reported early Sunday that the heaviest rain was in northern Llano and Burnett counties, but by mid-morning, it had shifted to Kerr County. Still, the rainfall this time around was not expected to be as extreme as it was on July 4th, forecasters said. In Kerrville, the seat of Kerr County and the epicenter of the July 4th floods, a flash flood warning was in effect until 11:30 a.m. Central Time. The city's officials directed all search crews and volunteers in the Guadalupe River corridor, who were continuing to look for the some 170 people still missing from the July 4th floods, to evacuate. Meanwhile, according to San Saba County officials, a mandatory evacuation has been ordered for any individuals or residences located south of the San Saba River, east of Highway 16, High Street, and north of Highway 190, Wallace Street. The renewed risk of flooding is being driven by a weather system high in the atmosphere that is stalled between two high-pressure systems. It has remained parked over Texas, providing ideal conditions for thunderstorms to repeatedly develop. Another weak system in the area is adding to the instability and fueling the continued storm activity, especially on Sunday afternoon. Forecasters expected the storm system to stretch from the southwest to the northeast through the day, increasing the likelihood of additional rounds of thunderstorms. And the flooding risk was expected to linger, with more rain forecast into early next week. The rain is going to continue Sunday night into Monday, Mr. Bermudez said. Then the chances for rain start to decrease Monday into Tuesday, with a dry forecast midweek to late week.
They got his exit out this way.